I'm Rebecca Lowington. Welcome to our podcast. Watching a game or a movie with friends is so much fun because it's a richly interactive shared experience. You stand and cheer when your team scores or jump together when something unexpected happens. And you can rewind the good bits and share related content, all in real time. Reproducing the live experience of social viewing online is really hard. Keeping multiple video streams synchronized with millisecond accuracy, licensing content on the fly, and sharing reactions are all formidable challenges that no one has met until now. My guest, Krishnan Rajam, CTO of Groopview, says they've done it, harnessing the power of 5G and some serious data-centric innovation behind the scenes. He also says they want to become a verb, which is intriguing. Krishnan, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Rebecca. Glad to talk to you about this, and appreciate the opportunity.
Great. So first of all, tell me a bit about yourself. What's your background?
Okay, I've been in the technology space for the past 30 years, and I have a passion for providing world-class products to users and customers, and helping them take products from concept to launch and until it becomes business as usual.
Got it. And so what's the mission of Groopview?
Well, in Groopview, we have one mission, and that is to enrich people's lives, helping them communicate and connect in meaningful ways that were not possible before. No matter where people are located, we provide them technology to communicate and interact around content, whatever the content might be. It could be video, it could be photos, it could be other things that are part of the device itself. And we're all about bringing people together as if they are watching and are present in the same room. We basically erase the distance between them using technology.
Excellent. So tell me more about the challenges that need to be overcome for social viewing. I suspect it's something most of us haven't actually really thought about.
Yes, I think part of the Groopview platform that we built is solving some very critical issues related to watching video across distances and multiple devices, and being able to synchronize the video streams across all the various participants. To make Groopview possible, a lot of technology has to be harnessed and integrated to make it work seamlessly. People always ask me, hey, can't you do this in Zoom or Teams or other video conferencing software that's out there? My answer is that those platforms are great for sharing PowerPoint presentations, Word documents, and all that, and are not optimized for video conferencing. However, when you look at video streaming itself, it requires a lot of technologies that have to be mastered. For example, like adaptive bitrate streaming, digital rights management, entitlement, synchronization of video streams, video chatting, connection management. So it greatly amplifies the complexity of providing a reliable, high quality, end-to-end service that is synchronized across multiple users and devices and locations.
Right, you've got a lot of variables to deal with that you can't predict, not just in advance, but from moment to moment, right?
That is correct. And that's kind of where the complexity comes in, and where we have our technology, the core of our technology is based on, is to be able to provide the synchronization ability or technology that will basically make sure that people who are watching on whatever networks or whatever devices can all see the same frame at the same time. And as a result of which, what you get is a higher customer experience. And for the most part, nobody wants to be in a situation where you're watching a video or of a football game, and somebody scores a goal, and some people see it first, and others don't see it, and then it is a situation where it's a spoiler alert. We want to avoid the spoiler alerts.
Yeah, that would be awful. So has this been tried before?
Yes, many large companies have tried this and backed away, either because the supporting technologies were not there, or if the market was not ready for it. However, in the last few years, technology has evolved. 5G is here and it's going to be ubiquitous or in the next 3 to 5 years. Cloud computing lowers the barriers for market entry. Demography has changed. And if you look at what the demographic changes are, 50% of the population is going to be millennials in the U.S. at least, and so you see a lot of factors that are changing, and of course you add in the COVID effect. People are tired of being locked down. Theaters are closed. People actually miss the intimacy of physical face-to-face interactions and communications. And so the time is right for products like Groopview to come and provide technology that'll kind of address a lot of these, underlying issues that were there before. And also, we believe that the market conditions are perfect for us to kind of make some inroads into the marketplace.
That's really interesting. A combination of technology being in the right place, people being in the right place, and the market being in the right place.
Right.
So tell me more about 5G here. Why is 5G critical to Groopview?
Well, 5G is a game changer, not only for us, but for the economy at large across many industries. Some call it the fourth industrial revolution. This revolution or evolution, depending upon your point of view, is happening at many different levels. Carriers are investing billions of dollars to build out their 5G networks. That the trials that we have done in the US and UK indicate that 5G, whether it's fixed or mobile, can provide far superior user experience given the capacity, bandwidth, and the speeds that the 5G network can provide. We've actually experienced like 1.2 gigabits per second speeds on a mobile network. In a field, it was not a lab, but in the field. Cloud providers also are hard at work in deploying compute and storage nodes at the mobile network edge that provides tremendous acceleration of content delivery. And companies like Micron, bring acceleration efficiencies to 5G with highly capable chips, memory, and processing power in the devices. So when you put all those things together, 5G becomes very compelling. And application developers like Groopview are creating experience not thought possible before, as I talked about earlier. And so as a result of which, you see a perfect storm in terms of technology taking place. Everybody knows that video is not only a high bandwidth consumption application, it is also very latency sensitive. And again, 5G becomes one of the key technologies that we can leverage to provide a better user experience. So nobody wants to see, their video waiting and spinning and buffering while you're watching it a bunch of people. So we think 5G is a game changer.
Right, much more than just a bit more bandwidth. Indeed.
That's correct. That is correct.
So tell me some more about Groopview's secret sauce.
Well, Groopview did not invent video streaming. It's already there. We didn't invent the texting, right? It was already there. Video conferencing was already there. So what Groopview did was kind of put all these technologies together for a compelling user experience, and we provided synchronization across all those various separate vertical technologies. So our secret sauce is, which is patent pending, is about synchronization of video delivery to each user at exactly the same time. Our technology takes into account the network speeds of various participants. So we got to accommodate, hey, you may be on a 5G network, I may be on a 4G network, and somebody else may be on a Wi-Fi network, etc. So how do you level the playing field in terms of video frame delivery and all that? So that's one of the key aspects of our technology. And also the thing is that we have to make sure that we have we can pull data from all the various devices so that they can broadcast to the server in the cloud what their location is in terms of the stream and the player head and all that. And so that's kind of where our technology is kind of different from what you see out there. And frankly, this is all pretty brand new, right? And so what we have done is we have been working for the last 3 years trying to make a viable product that can scale, that is secure and can scale globally. Our plans are to go global with this product. So I just talked about the video streaming synchronization, but there's also synchronization of the video chat thumbnails, as well as the texting and the emojis and all that stuff, right? So, all layer adds another layer of complexity, all of which is synchronized, and that's kind of where our magic sauce is.
Right. It's an impressive piece of orchestration. I think I really don't want to see your system diagram. I think it would be pretty scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you get cross-eyed looking at it.
So what platforms are you aiming at?
Well, we plan to be, in multiple platforms. We call ourselves being device agnostic. And we also want to be content agnostic, and we want to be network agnostic, right? So let me talk about the device agnostic part of it. We want to be in any player or any device that can render video, whether it is your mobile device, iPhone, Android phones, or iPads, or laptops, or smart TVs, or game consoles, or AR, VR screens, any of which that can provide video delivery or video rendering. We will be part of that. And so obviously we don't have all of those things right now. We are currently available on Android and iOS, and the apps are available in the App Store and in the Google Play Store. Over time, we'll move on to other devices, and we see that cross interoperation between multiple devices is a key feature that we can provide. We already interoperate between Android and iOS, and I think as we put more and more devices into our technology into more and more devices, I think it'll become a very compelling technology that other companies can take advantage of.
That's a good point. It's not the Groopview is not only via your apps. You're also looking beyond that.
That is correct. That's correct. And I think we don't want to dictate what devices customer wants to use, and what we want to be able to do is give them maximum flexibility. So you could have your buddy or friend who's playing games on the Xbox, and you want to share that experience with them, and they just hit a few buttons, and boom, all of a sudden you might be on a cell phone, and you can join them in that experience. So that's kind of what our vision and our roadmap will address.
That's very exciting. So Micron, how's Micron been helping you shape the user experience here?
First, let me say we are really thankful for the support that Micron can provide to us.
You're very welcome.
I think where Micron comes into is Micron provides the capabilities to benchmark performance at the device level. Everybody knows Micron Technologies chips and memory modules are not only the servers and the usage chassis in the data centers, but also on laptops and mobile phones that are in your pocket. Since we operate in the higher end of the stack, we just don't have the tools and expertise to extract device data and make sense out of it. I mean, this is all of the interactions that happen at the device level with the system on a chip and all that. Well, I mean, we're not chip designers or chip developers. So that's kind of where Micron comes in. Groopview applications stitches together various technologies like video streaming, video chatting, synchronization, and all that. So the tools and the testing insights that Micron can provide is key for optimizing the application in terms of the device CPU, storage, battery power, and basically help us provide a better user experience, which makes for a better product.
Right. Yes, that's a very good point. The whole thing is extremely complicated and completely covers the entire stack from silicon to the cloud and back again.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think part of the thing is that Micron's tools could help us uncover, where our application is suboptimal. Right. I mean, like I said, we are not chip designers or developers, and so that's kind of where we lean on Micron to kind of give us some insights with their existing testing tools and platforms and benchmarks that will be hugely valuable for us.
Excellent. Well, teamwork is a good thing. So tell me about that verb thing.
Well, we kind of just tossed it around as something that we want to do, and then it kind of stuck. And people now are very serious about this. And that kind of talks to our ambitions about going global and making it ubiquitous. So people just say, hey, let's Groopview it, right? So so that's kind of where it came from. And if you go look at the Oxford Dictionary, Google is an actual verb, and it's been defined in the dictionary itself. And our mission is to make Groopview be described as a word. We have a long way to go, but that's kind of where we see our ambitions and mission to be, is like become so ubiquitous that people say, hey, let's Groopview this, right? So, and becomes very natural, part of the lexicon for people globally.
I love that. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anyone express that they want to show up in the Oxford English Dictionary before, so that's brilliant. So just to finish off, what's next for you?
Well, what we want to be able to do is to span our technology across multiple industry verticals. And I said ubiquitous a few times already. So when people see the play button, there's a button next to it, which is a Groopview icon. So it goes wherever the play button goes, along with it as a companion. So we want to be, a companion to the play button. So no matter what devices you are on, and as long as you have, a camera or the ability to plug in a camera, that Groopview becomes a natural choice for them. And of course, we want to span our technology and make it available as a platform for other enterprises, so they can monetize their relationships with their customers, whether it is real estate, whether it is customer service, whether it's media companies, whether it is gaming. So the use cases are endless. We're only limited by our imagination. So we want to take our product and extend it, the product to as many verticals as possible, because we think wherever video is being used, we can enhance that experience on both sides, on the company side as well as on the user side.
Right, that's really great. Well, I wish you every success in becoming ubiquitous. And thanks so much for joining us. It's been really, really interesting.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for the opportunity.